Hello everyone, Ramond Harris here, your real estate strategist with Hunt for Homes. Here at the RPOA conference, just want to do a quick video here. Somebody I met here at the conference, and I just want you to get an idea of what's going on, the things that are happening here, and I'm just gonna introduce him. Ramond.
Yes, how you doing? My name is Ramond Harris, and I'm here at the RPOA conference. I come from Wayne County, so like the Metro Detroit area, and I'm having a great time. It's been great so far.
Yeah. Now, is this your first conference?
Yes, this is my first time ever coming to this one. Yeah, I go to a lot of conferences, but this is my first time ever attending this one.
Okay, and you're staying here?
Yeah, I've been here all 3 days. I've got a hotel room up here, brought the family up. We've been enjoying Grand Rapids and some of the museums and the I think it's called Catch Air. They went to Catch Air the other day.
Absolutely.
So they've been having some good time with the kids. So it's been great.
So tell me what's your impression of the conference? What's been going on? What's the good things? Just give me a little background on that.
Some of the insights. I got you. So pretty much it's been great. We've learned a lot about many different ways to look at real estate, multi-unit properties, storage facilities, mobile home parks. So it's been a lot of great information that has come across, a lot of great speakers. I was actually able to meet with Brian, who puts the thing together, and we actually shot a podcast.
Okay.
So he actually asked me some questions about my business and some of the things that I needed help with, and we came up with a strategy for me to implement when I get back home, so that I can take my business to the next level once I get back.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you do right now.
Yeah, so pretty much I'm a wholesaler and I do fix and flips, and I'm a property manager as well. So I manage 26 properties. So anything breaks, my contracting company goes. We do the work and we get stuff fixed. So we're pretty much the maintenance team on the maintenance side, and then on the fix and flips, I find the properties, my crew rehabs the properties, and then we get them prepared for sale. So pretty much from start to finish, we do the whole process. And then on the wholesale side, any deal that we don't decide to flip, I'll of course try to sell it out to somebody. Yeah.
Okay. So give us maybe 2 things that you've gotten from this conference that you're going to try to implement into your business.
Definitely. The main thing is just understanding deal structure, and making sure that I'm structuring my deals to where everything is accounted for up front. So that we're buying properly. That's been one thing that I've found that a lot of people are having great success with. They're just making sure that they buy right. So that's one thing, is just making sure that I implement the processes and the systems to buy right initially, so that we get the outcome that we want every time, and we don't have as many tightrope walks, because you know how some of those go on some of the flips. They get kind of tight sometimes after things get going. And then the second thing would be to go ahead and get my builder's license. I've talked to a lot of the guys, and that's pretty much the next step. That I kind of knew it, but most of the guys that I've really been talking to, that was where they took their business to the next level, when they were actually able to pull their own permits and do their own things as far as on the contracting side. And even with Jeremy, being his own builder affords him the ability to do things at a discounted rate. And I already reap some of those benefits, but I think that it'll excel and accelerate if I have my license as well. So go get my license.
Yeah, and it's a great thing. When I started coming to these conferences too, you're just kind of at a level sometimes of whatever capacity of what you know how to do things, So you're like, you've been working it, you've been doing what you know how to do, and you come to this conference, you meet some people and they're doing something similar, or they're at that step where you're trying to get to. So it's always wonderful to not only from the speakers here's great information, but making those connections of people that are maybe where you want to be or been there, and you could just pick their brain, and everybody's sharing here. You just be like, hey, what did you do? Well, I did X, Y, Z, and then you're like, man, I didn't even think about that, or I'm already kind of doing that, but I'm not doing it like that. So those are the great things that I try to tell people about the conference, to make an effort to make it out here, not only for the national speakers, but the connections. I mean, you just need 1 or 2 good connections, 1 or 2 good nuggets that you just take back and you implement and you do it, and then the next year you come back and then you become that person that takes that new person that came in and be like, hey, you know what, I was where you were at last year, and I did this and this and this, and look at my business.
Look at where we're at now. Yes, that's the goal. And speaking on connections, like I just was talking to a guy, and he got 60 rental properties, and they're mostly high-end rental properties, and just to hear that the success that he's had in higher end stuff, it's just like, for me, it's not even, I don't even think like that, But again, he looking at it as, the bigger risk, the bigger reward. So he's looking at fire homes, things that are on the condemned list, kind of similar to what Jeremy was saying, like the roughest of the rough properties. But he's looking in the higher end areas,
right?
And it's like, man, okay, so I guess there's a room for everything.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So it's just been a great experience. And again, meeting somebody with 60 rentals, he gave me his story of how he got started, how he got to where he's at today. So again, like you said, you get to just hearing those stories, it inspires you. It lets you know that things are possible. That again, you hear stuff, but until you actually see people that are doing it, sometimes it's hard to really bring it into reality for yourself. So coming to conferences like this definitely helps with bringing the big picture in the focus. I guess I would call it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much negativity out there too. You could be so excited about something, and then you run into 10 people that will tell you why it doesn't work, why it's failed, and sometimes they didn't even try. They just heard somebody else say that, hey, they were in a room and they tried this, and sometimes it could be discouraging. So another reason why it's great to come into this conference is you just get around like-minded people, that are possibly struggling, maybe where you're struggling, but they're pushing on, they encourage you. You get some good stories from people that are, they got through that process. Now they're on the other side of that hill.
That was him.
And you just get that vision, and it just motivates you. And you're just like, man, you know what? He did it. I could do it. I just need to implement a couple of more things and just keep pushing on.
Yes.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad we met, and we're going to definitely connect, all right?
Definitely. Congratulations on the show. I know you guys got the premiere tonight, and I look forward to trying to get home and watch it.
Sounds great, man. Thank you. All right.